Welcome to G Fun Facts Online. In a world defined by rapid technological change and shifting global power, a new and powerful alliance has just been formed. On the sidelines of the 2025 G20 Summit in Johannesburg, the leaders of Australia, Canada, and India announced the creation of the Australia-Canada-India Technology and Innovation Partnership, or ACITI. This isn't just another trade agreement. This is a trilateral axis of democratic nations aiming to fundamentally reshape the future of technology, secure vital supply chains, and drive sustainable development across 3 continents. Unveiled by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, and Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, ACITI is poised to redraw the global innovation map. Its core mission is ambitious: to harness the unique strengths of each member nation to fast-track innovation in emerging technologies, secure the supply of critical minerals, champion clean energy, and lead the mass adoption of artificial intelligence. This is a strategic move to build a secure, sustainable, and prosperous future grounded in shared democratic values. Let's break down what this new alliance is, why it was formed, and what it hopes to achieve. The formation of ACITI is a direct response to a global landscape filled with geopolitical friction, economic uncertainty, and an intense race for technological dominance. It's being framed as a trilateral technology axis, connecting the Indo-Pacific with North America. The emphasis on democratic partners is key. The goal is to create a trusted environment for developing and trading technology, intentionally separate from the influence of authoritarian regimes. One of the biggest drivers behind ACITI is the urgent need to secure global supply chains. The world has learned the hard way that relying on a single country for essential goods, whether it's semiconductors or critical minerals, is a major economic and security risk. China's long-standing dominance in the critical minerals market, for example, is a major concern for most industrialized democracies. These are the elements essential for everything from your smartphone and electric car to advanced defense systems. ACITI represents a coordinated strategy to reduce this risk. Australia, for instance, has a national strategy to become a major producer of not just raw, critical minerals, but also processed ones. The ACITI framework provides the perfect platform for this, creating a formal structure for collaboration with India and Canada to build these alternative, resilient supply chains. This partnership also serves important strategic goals for each country. For India and Canada, it marks a significant warming of relations after a period of diplomatic strain. The new Canadian government has been actively working to reset ties with New Delhi, and ACITI provides a practical, forward-looking platform to do so, focusing on shared interests in technology and economic security. It also aligns perfectly with Canada's own Indo-Pacific strategy, which identifies India as a critical partner. For Australia and India, who already have a deep and growing strategic partnership, ACITI brings in a key North American partner, expanding the scope and impact of their work. It's also part of a broader trend of middle-power democracies collaborating more closely to navigate a world increasingly defined by the competition between great powers. Now, it's important to understand what ACITI is not. It is not a military alliance like AUKUS, the pact between Australia, the UK, and the US, focused on military technology. And it's not the Quad, which has a much broader strategic agenda. ACITI carves out a specific niche focused on technology, innovation, and economic resilience. It complements these other groups, reinforcing the network of alliances among democratic nations. The fact that Australia and Canada are both members of the Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance adds another layer of strategic depth, providing a bridge for high-level information sharing. So, with the why established, let's look at the how. The ACITI partnership is built on 4 main pillars, designed to leverage the unique, complementary strengths of its 3 members: Australia's vast natural resources, Canada's expertise in clean tech and advanced materials, and India's massive manufacturing capacity and digital talent pool. The first pillar is emerging technologies. We're talking about the truly futuristic stuff: quantum computing, biotechnology, and advanced materials. The goal here is to create a seamless ecosystem for sharing knowledge, expertise, and resources to accelerate research and development. Instead of competing, these three nations will pool their intellectual and industrial power to not only advance the science, but also to bring these technologies to market. While specific projects haven't been announced yet, you can imagine joint research hubs, talent exchange programs for scientists between top universities, and co-investment in promising startups working on quantum computers, which promise to solve problems that are impossible for even today's supercomputers. The second pillar is clean energy and the path to net zero. All three nations are committed to tackling climate change, but they recognize that scaling up solar power, battery storage, and green hydrogen requires two things: immense raw materials and sophisticated technology. ACITI is designed to provide both. We could see targeted projects like joint investments in battery gigafactories, hydrogen demonstration plants, or solar manufacturing facilities. This could create integrated industrial corridors that span the three economies, speeding up the deployment of green technologies and bringing down costs. Canada is a powerhouse here, with a strong clean tech sector and expertise in e-mobility and advanced materials. The Canadian government has invested heavily in new facilities like the Terra Canada Advanced Materials Lab, which uses AI and robotics to discover new materials for clean technologies. This expertise in sustainable mining and materials science will be a vital contribution. This brings us to the third and perhaps most tangible pillar: securing critical mineral supply chains. This is where the synergy of the alliance becomes crystal clear. Australia is a global giant in mining raw materials. It has some of the world's largest reserves of lithium, cobalt, and rare earth elements. In 2023, it was the world's #1 lithium producer. Historically, however, Australia has shipped most of these raw materials elsewhere for processing. This is where ACITI creates a new model. The plan is to build a complete, trusted value chain. Let's visualize it. Lithium is mined in Australia. Instead of being shipped to the current dominant market processor, it's sent to Canada, which has advanced, environmentally friendly capabilities in mineral processing and metallurgy. Then, this high-purity processed material is shipped to India, which has a massive, growing manufacturing base and a huge domestic market, to be turned into the final products, like batteries for electric vehicles or large-scale energy storage. This vertical integration among trusted partners dramatically reduces the risk of relying on a single country for the entire midstream process. It's a direct move to create a secure democratic alternative. The fourth and final pillar is the one that will touch everything: artificial intelligence. AI is a cornerstone of the ACITI framework. The focus is on accelerating the mass adoption of AI, but doing so responsibly. Collaboration will include joint research, creating shared ethical guidelines for AI applications, developing AI talent, and integrating AI solutions across the economy. The emphasis on building a responsible AI ecosystem reflects a shared commitment to ensure this powerful technology is developed in a way that is safe, inclusive, and aligned with democratic values. India is perfectly positioned to be a leader in this area. It has a massive and rapidly growing talent pool of software engineers and data scientists. Its huge population and rapidly digitizing economy provide a vast dataset for training AI models and a massive market for deploying AI applications at scale. This human capital and market size is India's key contribution, perfectly complementing Australia's resource wealth and Canada's specialized tech expertise. So what's next for ACITI? The announcement at the G20 was just the beginning. Officials from all three nations are set to meet in the first quarter of 2026 to hash out the details. This meeting will be crucial. It's where they'll define the governance structure, set up working groups for each of the four pillars, and establish specific, measurable priorities. As of now, concrete funding plans haven't been made public. However, for ACITI to succeed, it will need serious commitment of budget and resources. It will likely involve a mix of public funding, aligning industrial policies, and attracting private investment. We've already seen signs of this. Australia has a $4 billion critical minerals facility to finance projects, and Canada has made multi-billion-dollar investments in its science infrastructure. The challenge will be to create a cohesive framework that can pool and deploy these national resources toward shared trilateral goals. Another major hurdle to navigate will be intellectual property rights. For a true partnership to flourish, there must be a seamless flow of knowledge and technology. But this has to be balanced with protecting the commercial and security interests of each nation. This could lead to new, more sophisticated models for creating and sharing intellectual property. The ultimate test for ACITI will be its ability to turn high-level strategy into funded projects, aligned regulations, and tangible results. The potential is immense. This alliance could create a powerful new network of democracies capable of shaping the technological and economic landscape of the 21st century. By combining their unique strengths and shared values, Australia, Canada, and India have a real opportunity to build more resilient supply chains, accelerate the transition to a sustainable future, and ensure that transformative technologies like AI benefit all their citizens. The first steps have been taken on a challenging but promising path. Thanks for tuning in to Fun Facts Online.